YouTube, what's poppin'? It's a beautiful day out on the Chesapeake Bay, and today I'm gonna teach you guys how to make Maryland-style crab cakes for my middle school students. But I'm not doing it the traditional way. I'm cooking them directly on top of the fire pit. I'm also a full-time middle school counselor, so these crab cakes will go directly to my 8th grade students. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, so we got that fire started. Let me show you guys how to make an official Maryland crab cake while I explain a little bit about myself. Stay ready. So as you guys know, kids like to eat, so I make it a priority for the majority of the food I make. I bring them inside for my students so they can kill it and eat it, and I let them rate it 1 through 10, so that way I know if I'm doing a good job or not. But let me start off with the ingredients that you're gonna need in order to make a Maryland-style crab cake on the fire pit. First, you're gonna need some eggs, Worcestershire sauce, mayonnaise, Old Bay seasoning, or some J.O. seasoning. That also works really good. You're gonna need some garlic butter. You're gonna need some parsley. I'm too lazy to chop this up, so I just bought out the thing. I got tired of chopping parsley. This is a little secret ingredient. We got garlic and herb marinade. This is gonna make that flavor kick even more. You're gonna need some breadcrumbs. You can use panko crumbs also. And then you're gonna need some Dijon mustard. Last but not least, some lemons. When life brings you lemons, you make crab cakes. Oh wait, I forgot one ingredient. How could I forget this ingredient? You're gonna need that lump crab meat. Now, I know we're in Maryland, but it is not crab season here in Maryland, so this lump crab meat is not from Maryland. But when it gets nice out, expect fresh Maryland crabs straight out of the water. But for now, we're just going with this. Also, if you don't know, Maryland crab meat is not cheap, and I'm cooking for a bunch of kids, so I don't got bread like that, so they getting the good old lump crab meat. It's still good quality though, you know what I mean? But let's go ahead and make this mixture and get them on the fire pit. All right, so I got about 32 ounces of lump crab meat that you're gonna wanna gently dump into a big giant bowl and move it all around. Then you wanna get your Hellmann's mayonnaise. Start off with about a cup of mayonnaise. You can go a little bit less, but I usually do around a cup. So you wanna take your mayonnaise. You don't need a measuring cup, but I just do it just to, you know, be politically correct on here, because some people will comment, how do you know that's 1 cup exactly? Leave me alone, bro. It's always the people in the comments that got so much to say, but not really out here in the field cooking. So we got 1 cup of mayonnaise, and you can put that to the side. Don't be shy with it either. If you want more mayonnaise, you can put more mayonnaise. For people that don't like mayonnaise, I call it the M word, because I feel like the word mayonnaise just sounds nasty. Like if it was called like M sauce, I feel like everybody would love mayonnaise, but the word mayonnaise is just, ugh. Who wants to eat mayonnaise? I mean, I like mayonnaise, but the word is disgusting. It's an ugly word. Next, we got our eggs. Now, I usually only use 1 egg. Some people use 2. I think using 2 is a little bit too much, but 1 egg will just do the trick, just like that. And the thing is, honestly, you can just throw this egg peel right in the fire pit and it'll burn up. Next up, we got our breadcrumbs. This is important. This is the binder of the crab cakes. This is literally what holds it together. So it's important that you're generous with it. I usually do about a half a cup. Sometimes I get super generous with it, but we're gonna do about yay much. I say about a half a cup to a cup. That's the most important part right there. And we got some Dijon mustard. This is also another binder to keep it sticking together. You don't need to add that much, just about yay much. Then we got the garlic and herb marinade. This is also really important. This right here will get the job done, and it's gonna be full of flavor. Gotta be strong to open these though, because you could use a knife to open this, but I'm gonna just use my Incredible Hulk strength. Now you don't wanna use too much of it because it is wet, so you just wanna add maybe like yay much. Boom. Next up, we got Worcestershire sauce. This is really important. I'm putting y'all on free game. If you ever come to Maryland, come holler at me. Worcestershire sauce, not too much, just a little bit to kind of add that flavor to it. All right, and now's the important part. You can't go wrong with that Old Bay seasoning. You know what time it is. Be generous with it too. Now I'm using some other seasonings on this too, which I'll share. I use Old Bay. I put a little bit of chili powder in there just cause to make it, you know, that red kind of flavor. I'm missing something. Oh, I forgot. When life brings you lemons. 1 lemon. Now, I usually just squeeze lemon juice out. Sometimes people cut in, but I'm ghetto. I just break it and just squeeze the lemon juice all out onto it. I don't got time to go in and cut through it and everything. Just get a little bit of that lemon juice in there. And now it's my favorite part. It's time to mix. All right, so we got this beautiful creation right here, and we're gonna make these bad boys into crab cakes. So let me stand up to get my hands dirty. Your hands will get dirty in this process, just letting you know. Ain't no sucker stuff over here. You wanna mix it up, don't worry about the crab meat falling off. We're gonna season more as we go. Now you could tell if it's a little liquidy, you could add some more breadcrumbs. So it's looking like I'm gonna add some more breadcrumbs to this one. Oh yeah. Just like that. You can see it's getting like this. But you know what? I forgot the dang parsley. How could I get the most flavorful ingredient? Parsley. Let's go. Add that parsley straight on there. Just like that. Be generous with it. And I'm gonna add a little bit more breadcrumbs just to thicken it up just a little bit. You don't want it to be super wet. Let's go back and mix it. All right, let's go ahead and mix some more. The job is not finished. Thy job is not done. Oh yeah. Once that color's changing, perfect. Just like that. Nice, thick. Kind of looks like tuna fish a little bit. Now, if this was lump crab, if this was fresh Maryland jumbo lump crab, it would be a little bit thicker. But we're gonna make these into smaller crab cakes so I can feed more kids. So I'm gonna make them about yay big. You can smell it already. This right here is perfection. Let's get these on the cast iron skillet. All right, like I said, since I'm feeding my students, I'm gonna make little mini ones because the bigger, the less students get it, and I want to feed as much students as I can. So you wanna roll them into mini balls like this, just like this, you know what I mean? And then you wanna place them directly on the sheet, just like that. We're gonna make a lot of balls here. Don't comment nothing, just leave me alone. Now what we're gonna do after this is we're gonna put these in the freezer for about 20 minutes so it hardens it up a little bit. Now in Maryland, they really just broil them. Since I'm cooking them on here, I'm just gonna press down on them so they're gonna be a little bit flatter. But if you go to Maryland and get one, they're gonna be broiled and they're gonna be in a ball size. This one, I'm not making them in a ball size, no offense. But while I'm doing this, let's just talk a little bit about my journey and what brought me here. So obviously, as I said in the beginning of the video, I am a school counselor full-time, but I also do content on the side. And everybody asks me, how do you juggle both, being a content creator and a school counselor? It's really not as easy as it sounds. You know, it might look like it's easy and it's fun, but it's actually very stressful. And it is, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's stressful too. You know, it's 2 jobs in one. I have 0 days off. Working with the kids at a Title I school could be exhausting, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. People always ask me, would you ever quit your job to do full-time content creating? And the answer is no, I don't think I could. Maybe like down the road, maybe 10 years from now, if an opportunity came up and I got enough retirement that I'm good. But I'm so happy with life right now where I just don't have to quit my job to become to be a full-time content creator. It's just not my style. I am so content in my life right now and what God has been able to bless me to do, where I don't need money, I don't need status and all that stuff and clout and all that. I'm just happy just doing me, and that's enough, you know. I've been blessed to have different opportunities to work with a lot of brands. They've been able to provide me, you know, the guidance and the exposure. So, you know, God has really blessed me a lot. So I'd be a fool to try to quit to pursue content full time. And like, that's what I'm here for, just working with the kids and just like, what teacher or counselor you know is bringing their kids in crab cakes made from scratch on a fire pit? I don't know any. So if I could do that, that's pretty dope, man. One last thing I forgot. You want to make sure that you top it off with some more Old Bay on top. It just adds a little bit of more flavor, a little bit of kick to it, and a little bit of color to it. So you want to make sure you hit all of them. Enough of the TED Talk. Let's get back to making these crab cakes. I'm gonna pop these in the freezer for about 20 minutes just so they can harden up a little bit. Then we're gonna get that cast iron skillet directly on top of the flame and cook these bad boys. Okay, so we got this beautiful fire going. I'm gonna go ahead and put the cast iron skillet on. Boom. It's really just something about cooking on the outdoors that just makes everything so exciting. I'm so excited to show you guys how these crab cake comes out. Smoke. I'm so excited to show you guys how these crab cakes come out. Let's get it. All right, the crab cakes are fresh out of the freezer. Now it's time to get them on the cast iron. Let's get it, baby. All right, now in order to make a Maryland crab, you're gonna need some garlic butter. This stuff works perfectly. Right here, it's full of flavor. It's not just plain old butter. It got that extra rich flavor in there. And when you open it, any type of garlic butter, but it's gonna look a little bit like this. You can see the herbs and everything, and you can put as much as you want. I do a lot because it makes the crab cakes a little bit more juicier. When you wanna throw it on there, it will immediately start melting. A little bit more for good luck. Move it all around. Move it around a little bit. So it gets there. Now it is time to put the crab cakes on. First, boom, One. You want to lay them down there. They look good. Don't overcrowd the pan because you're gonna want to flip them and you can mess it up if you overcrowd it. So I'm probably gonna put about 5 on there. 5. Shout out to my students for teaching me a little bit of Spanish. You're gonna let them things cook. Wait till we get that flip action. I usually cook them about 2 minutes per side, but depending on how brown you like it, that's what it is. Now I told you guys, since we're cooking them on a cast iron, you can press them down so it cooks a little bit more evenly. And if you're paranoid, you can check under the bottom, see what that sear is looking like. Move that butter around a little bit. Oh yes. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip, see what the flip action is looking like. Oh yes, just like that. You want that brown smack like that, nice and golden brown on both sides. Now some people like it well done, some people like it medium rare, some people like it medium. I like it medium. When it comes to steaks, we don't eat that well done. We eat that medium rare. But a crab cake, I like it a little bit brown on it. There you go, just like that. That is perfect. Perfect Maryland crab right there. Perfect example. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now it's time to get some of these off. I'm gonna take this one off. This one is looking perfect. We're gonna put them directly on top. These are a little medium, a little schmedium. I think this is good for the schmedium lovers out here. Go ahead and take these off for the schmedium lovers. Ooh, it broke, see? Now when it breaks, don't worry about it. You can make it right back into a crab cake. You ain't really worried about it breaking over here. It ain't that deep. There's people that make it, yeah, crab cake isn't supposed to break. Shut up. I like my crab cakes to be a little on the wetter side, you know what I mean? And you really know they're done when you got this brown crisp right here, depending on how hard you like it. But this right here is gonna be a great crab cake. That is the perfect color, for me at least. But some people like it a little bit of rare. Oh yeah, and just like that, we got these Maryland style crab cakes cooked to perfection. The detail is everything. The kids are going to tear these up. They don't have to be perfect, but as long as they stick together and they connect, that's all you need, baby. All right, now it's time to do a serious taste test. All right, as you guys see, we got the crab cakes right here. Now it's time to dive into them. I picked up this crab cake sauce. Usually I make my own sauce, but I'm just getting started, so I'm not gonna drop that sauce secret yet, so I just picked this up. So let's go ahead and get this out. Put it right here. All right, now it's time for the taste test. This is what my students will be tasting tomorrow. As you can see, it stays on there. It's nice and plain. I'm gonna go ahead and dip it in the sauce. It doesn't even need the sauce. That's how good it is. That flavor is there. I'm gonna eat on my students tomorrow. That's good. I'm gonna eat another one. But I gotta save it for the kiddos. This is fire. I even made myself a mini one for the last one that was left over. That was excellent. Y'all see why I do this. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. You already know what time it is, baby. Let's get it. Yo, leave me alone. I'm eating, bro.